So it was drawing way too much current, more than it's supposed to, and all of a sudden, poof, it goes out as soon as I plug it in. And I'm like, oh crap, what do we do? And so we, I guess William was watching the thing while it happened.
Yeah,
and
I
he
just
saw
happened to glance over right at the right time.
spark.
There was a spark, yeah, this huge spark in one of the flash. It turned yellow for a whole millisecond.
It was like a flashbang. Only it didn't make a
It wasn't that
ping
big.
sound, you know.
And so that totally discouraged us. So, no, it didn't actually, because we tried it again. And this time when we flipped it on, we replaced all the fuses. Actually, only 3 of them popped. We replaced those 3. And when we still have the note that we still have the headphone jack plugged in.
And obviously we didn't learn all of this until later.
Yeah,
But
obviously. We were idiots. So we flip it on and it immediately pops 4 of the breakers. All 4 stinking of them.
except for the one that actually goes out, because, well, the reason it doesn't pop is because all the ones that did pop were before it, so the electricity didn't get that far. Otherwise it would have popped. But yeah, so...
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Oh. You should have explained that to me earlier, because I totally did not get that. I was looking at that other one, and I was like, oh, it plugs into the switch, and then the other side plugs into the switch too. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get this circle of life here.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, so, I lost my train of thought. What would we do?
Oh, sorry.
You started talking.
Shut up. So we give up. No, we don't. We're looking in there. We look at every single wire in the power supply unit, because we figure it's the power supply unit that's breaking this thing.
Yeah.
And we look at every wire. Every wire looks perfectly fine. And then we notice, well, Aaron noticed. I was about ready to throw the thing out the window. Aaron notices that we put the wrong type of fuse in.
See, like I said, we had the reference of what was there, but there were 2 fuses that were in there when we got them, which they apparently had problems with also, otherwise they would still be there. So we figured, they're all the same, because 3 of the 5 were the 1 amps. I look a little closer and there's a sticker on, and the 3...
It's actually a rather large sticker. You said it was small print, but it was big.
Alright, well the sticker's large, but the print wasn't. Anyways, it was like about the size of your fingernail.
So we end up, we go back and we get these fuses.
Well, first of all,
and then
I have to tell them what kind of fuse it was. It was
a 0.8 amp.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go to Radio Shack for the 2nd time that day, and she's laughing at us by now. And
because we were wearing our military camo, she recognized us.
Oh yeah, we matched today.
We went full out military.
We did. He was Air Force, I was Navy, that's right. I didn't have an Air Force one. And we were about to leave, and she says, I'll see you back in a few minutes. Which we end up finding that's prophetic. And we replace it, and guess what? Finally, for the first time, all 4 lights turned on the power supply unit. For the first time ever that we've seen. So we're like, oh, this is so cool. But something that we called your dad. We called Aaron's dad.
He worked on these many years.
Yeah, he's a professional. And why didn't we just...
I don't know.
I'm asking myself why we didn't just give it to him in the first place, but instead of spending all this money on fuses. They're not that expensive. Okay, so anyway, he told us to unplug the soundboard, and for the first time, all 4 of them lit up. Yeah. So it was the problem was in the soundboard. So we turn off the power supply unit, plug it into the soundboard, we turn it on, and it pops.
Yeah.
Okay. So we take off the back of the soundboard again. We're failing over and over and over again. And, what happened after that?
After we took the back off?
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened.
Oh.
Wait. I'm gonna tell So we look around. Wait a minute. Okay, anyways, we look around. I don't see anything. Of course, I don't have my glasses
Don't
on.
see anything.
I don't have my glasses
Still
on.
don't see anything.
And we don't have any
Still don't see anything.
flashlight. So
Everything looks fine. We don't see anything.
I had William go give me a
Still
flashlight.
don't see anything.
And then,
Still
my-
don't see anything.
and my glasses. So then I had him get a meter also. But here's the thing: we take out the meter, we look at it, and it doesn't work at all. Of course. So we take it apart. We think it's the battery. All right. But then we're like, let's look a little deeper. It might not be the battery. So we take the whole thing off, which actually the whole thing comes off in the first place for the battery. But anyways, so we look, and there's a little tiny fuse there.
Fuse.
And guess what?
There's a fuse. Guess what? There's a fuse.
And shut up. And it was all dark. We're like,
And burned.
oh, great, more. So we take it out. It's like a 20-inch gap, even though it was only like a quarter inch long.
Okay, this fuse. Who holds fuses in their house? All right. So we don't have any fuses.
My dad
Guess where we have to go now
grandpa
to get a
does too.
fuse for the stinking meter?
Fuse Mart.
Radio Shack. So we go back there. She's not too happy this time because we arrived there like 5 minutes before closing time. So she wasn't very happy.
Mad.
Yeah, so no joking this time. Just get the fuse and go.
Yeah.
And we did, more or less.
Yeah, more or less.
Dad had to check if the meter was working first.
Or rather, had her check
don't-
if the meter was going to
I
work.
don't know if he ended up finding out if it worked.
Well, here's the thing.
Did
We got the fuse and all that. We bought it, paid for it. Actually, his dad did. But anyways, so he was like, "Hey, you want to check this out for me? We'll make sure it works right and everything." So, believe it or not, we replaced the battery and the fuse, and it doesn't work. So she takes it apart after putting the fuse in and all that. She takes it back apart. The fuse is not where it was supposed to be. So then we realized,
Oh yeah, it fell out.
yeah, the fuse holding thingy was all loose, and so it would just slide right out. So she didn't want to obviously bend the things back because if they broke off, she'd be liable.
Oh yeah, that
so
was
she
great.
had William's dad do it, and I mean nothing happened bad wise.
It was really funny though. Yeah, absolutely okay.
So anyways, we put it all back together and blah 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 blah, and it works. We tested the battery with it, and it works. So we come down here once again. By this time we've been down here from like 12 to 6:30.
We woke up at 9. We ate breakfast, which was cereal, and then we were down here ever since. Except when we went to Radio Shack
Yeah,
again
yeah.
and again.
And we were here last
again.
night also.
Yeah.
We've been
in
here
the basement a long time.
a lot.
I'm tired now. Actually, I'm not tired because I just drank one of Aaron's stupid citrus. What are these things called? Energy drinks?
Yeah.
Full throttle.
Alright, here's the deal.
Amp, Monster, whatever.
I love Monster. I'm a major fan of Monsters. I'm like, I've never had anything else. So I go out and buy an amp. And then I go out and buy a full throttle, which I've never heard of. But I tried the amp. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting.
Bleh.
Oh my
It
gosh.
stinks too.
It was nasty. It was like, it tasted like it had citric flavor. It was really weak. And it was just nasty. So I tried this full throttle.
Very bad.
And poof. I mean, it's like bleh. I mean, not bleh, like bad, but I mean, it's like meh, like
Like a car
an explosion. Yeah, an explosion of flavor, but it's a weird flavor. And then I'm like,
Didn't you say it?
That's interesting.
Didn't you say it tasted like your Axe deodorant?
That was the amp that tasted like my
Oh,
Axe
yeah.
deodorant. Yeah, it was bad. But anyway, so yeah, I am awake because I had 2 cans of.
And I had a sip of his can, so I'm awake too.
He's still, yeah.
I'm not a big energy drinker.
Good.
So ever since then, we've pretty much just left the stinking board sitting up against the wall, and we're just gonna hand it over to Aaron's dad.
because we pretty much realized we can't find anything.
We took out the motherboard.
Took out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I take credit for taking out the motherboard until his dad says, "Why did you take out the motherboard?" Then I won't take credit anymore.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Did you plug all that stuff back in?
No, I did not. I didn't put it back in.
We should probably do that.
Well, you said not to.
I said not to put it back. Not to put the panel back on.
Oh, well, that's true.
Well, oh well. So anyways, to get on with our story, that's pretty much the end of it.
To get on with our story, the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it's not over yet.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week.
With the same problem.
Alright, so me and Aaron plan to...
Hey, that's not my name.
Cameron. Me and Cameron plan to... I said Aaron like 20 times already in this podcast.
So...
Me and Cameron plan every week to record a song at the end of a podcast.
Or not, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so have we figured out one that we're gonna do?
Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? We have 2 minutes left.
Me 2 minutes. How long is this supposed to be?
Well, I was going for a half an hour because after about 7 minutes you zone out. So yeah,
7 minutes.
yeah, I take psychology, so I know these things about human brains. I'm
Psych
a little weird. Psych is an awesome show. I love Psych. Should we do By Your Side or If We Are the Body? I really hate If We Are the Body. I'm sick of it, really.
Okay, I like the song. It's actually a really awesome song, in my opinion. But, yeah, we do that a lot. And we haven't really done
You
By Your
do
Side.
that a lot.
Okay, true. I've memorized the whole thing.
By Your Side's an awesome song.
Yeah, we haven't really worked on it, but I'm sure we can try to put it together.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
No, I don't know.
It should just be live.
I'll need the,
We don't have to record it, or we could
No.
make it
No.
at the
No.
end of every song.
No.
It could be the perfect song, like do the synthesizer on the piano. And
no, we can't.
we put sound effects in it, and then we
Yeah. Like people shooting each other.
could
And UFOs flying around.
ooh, how about this? This is from my Uncle Randy.
Oh my.
This is really awesome.
It actually is.
I love this thing. Okay, you cannot lie. This is the coolest instrument ever.
It's pretty cool.
It creates its own feedback.
Yeah. Great. As if we couldn't do that without it. What it is, it's like this big long tube thing that's metal, and it has splits.
It's a vibratone.
Yeah, it has splits down the end, so it vibrates, obviously, and then it has a little hole you can cover up with your thumb and remove
And
it
make it
really
sound
fast.
like this.
Or make it flangulate.
Yeah,
So it's pretty
whoa,
awesome.
whoa, whoa. I'm doing that with my thumb. And then there's this stick that looks like a glue stick you put in a hot glue gun with a rubber ball at the end. And you just hit it with that and it sounds awesome. Or you could hit it with the stick.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound quite right though.